Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Watts over the middle, complete. It's Manning. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times. shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win? Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again. Moore. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Moore. This is Johnson. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because it plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
By number 34.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. It's Barton, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
6-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
From the gun, Ward. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Barton. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Number 34.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
Ward's pass.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, and you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
For a Cowboys.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watts. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 13-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Watts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift to your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Still 2nd down.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it is now 21-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. Ward to throw on 2nd down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Ward. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone. And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. Ward down. Back to the air on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Barton, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, Watts throwing the out route incomplete. That's Manning. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Watts. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
To throw is Ward, operating from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ward. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Ward. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 17-12 was the final. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
Operating from the gun. Ward. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on 1st down. Watts. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the gun, Watts. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
Hey, check, check. Check. Crunch. Crunch. 19 line. Under 10. Third. Right there. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The quarterback.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Watts. This throw caught right around the 6.
Watts pass.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Looking to throw. Watts. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
56. Max 56. Oh, you got deep?
From the gun, Ward. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hitting that slant, a lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
To number 88.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And out now come the Cowboys. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Watts, flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Watts. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's 4th down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now Ward on 1st and 10. He'll fight a man over the middle. It's Washington. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Operating from the gun. Ward looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Ward's pass.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Ward firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Ward to the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
From the gun, Ward. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. 7 yards the pickup there. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Moore. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Ward on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Seattle.
From the gun, Moore. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
56.
Ward from the gun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.